Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
On 2, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Here we go.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. On the return, here comes Lewis. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he goes out right around the 39.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott off play action. And looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his leg.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was third in the league in touchdowns. He became one of the second rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
Bill Bison, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately, he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot and take a big shot downfield?
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020. Would he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
On 1, ready?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Here we go, here we go.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Burrow on play action. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in the season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On one, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready?
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Morrow, up and good. And it's now 13-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now this throw caught left side. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A first down carry by Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Here we go.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it makes the score 28-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now back to the ground with Elliott. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down. Here's Burrow. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They go play action with Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take...
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name